Hi everyone, it's Alisha Brasher here, Cosmic Gateway. I am joined by my beautiful co-host this week, Zara from Guidance by Z, and this is the intuitive guidance insights for C for this card here. And as we are moving into the first week of March 2019, so it feels a very exciting week that we're moving into, I have to say. I could be a little bit biased because it is my birthday in March, but March just generally is the best month of the year. And I know your son is also, his birthday's in March, so.
Yes, it is in March. And I just found out that not only is he, well, I mean, I always knew he was a Pisces, but I just found out that he's a Scorpio moon. And oh my God, that totally makes sense. Lord help me.
He sounds like the male version of me. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart too.
You know, I've always felt like you and him were related. Like I've always felt you were like energetically my mommy, and he's most definitely my son. And so it makes sense. Even though we just found out I'm actually older than you.
Yeah. I could go with some jokes right now, but I won't.
So as I'm shuffling these cards, I will just let you know the decks that I'm using. I am using the the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. And then me and Alicia's very favorite, super awesome. We have such a love-hate relationship with this. The Romance Angels.
Do you know I had two of those decks sitting around in my room, and I've never bought one. And the universe knows how much I love-hate them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, no, they make me bonkers because they're so cheesy, but there's always good messages. And then finally, I'm pulling oracle cards from the Oracle. Beautiful. Which is a really beautiful deck. So my cards are out, lady.
All right, you go in because I'm still shuffling here.
Okay. So the first card I got was Move, which is a Chariot. This is a very, very fast moving energy. And I really feel like this reading is really harnessing that really fast spring forward energy of that March is bringing in.
Yay!
Feels like
I'm going to caption March as Magnificent March. I was thinking about this. I was like, March Madness? No. Magnificent.
That's very basketball.
Magnificent March. Hang on, I just dropped a couple of cards.
I'll keep going. Okay, so the next two cards came out together, and that was Believe and Succeed, okay, and Awaiting Results. And I feel like those two really come together because, you know, whatever is moving in really, really quickly is going to be victorious. I think that it's going to be very, very successful. But, you know, just like when I'm looking into this card, there's not really a destination, right? It's kind of foggy and it's unclear. We don't really know where we're going, but we know when we get there, it's going to be fucking awesome. I don't know if I can swear, but it's going to be effing awesome. It's going to be fucking awesome wherever we're going, and we're going to be really successful with it. We just have to believe that to be true. And I think that this is where we need to really check ourselves and check our insecurities and our limiting beliefs. And you know, I said this earlier in a reading on one of my Tarot Tuesday readings. It was basically discern between your insecurities and your intuition. Are you afraid something's coming for you that's going to be bad because you believe that you're worthy of bad things happening or that good things don't happen for you? Or do you really have an intuitive knowing that something bad is coming? Because when you have an intuitive knowing about something, you know, right? Whereas if you are insecure about something, you're like, I don't, right? You kind of become this wet, sloppy sock. but awaiting results. But, I really feel like this is a lot of work has been put in, and the seeds have been planted. And, this is whatever you've been working towards, whatever you've been working hard towards, whether it's a project or something that you've been putting a lot of effort into, healing or manifestation or abundance or love or whatever it is you're putting a lot of work into. And, it's going to come in really, really quickly. Followed up by the base chakra, which really speaks to me about this, really grounding this into this reality. And in terms of it, having to do, I'm getting like finances or money. Like I feel like abundance is going to come from this. And you're going to be seeing those results tangibly really quickly. And then it just keeps coming back to this.
What was that card again? The Chariot.
No. This is the Chariot. So my friend Fabio over here, I can't believe it's not a card. I can't believe it's not butter. The card is getting to know each other. Okay. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And when it's sitting right next to the base chakra, and what I'm really feeling is anchoring that into your knowing, deepen that knowing within yourself. I know it's saying getting to know each other, but it's like there's two of you, right? There's you in this reality that hasn't seen it yet, that doesn't know, that doesn't believe yet. And then there's a part of you, your higher self or your source, that knows. Your soul knows, your body doesn't. Trust what your soul knows. Deepen that bond with your inner self, with your higher self, like whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call it, deepen that bond, spend that time in meditation and figuring out, in that healing, figuring out who you are on the inside. And finally, partnership. Teamwork will give you better results.
Cards here, yeah. Listening.
Oh, I love this. I can't wait to hear yours. Partnership, teamwork will give you better results. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. What this is screaming to me is watch the people in your life. Watch the people that you share your stories with. As things start to come in, because things are going to start coming in and you're going to be excited and you might want to share that with people. But I really, the message I'm getting here is like, choose the people in your circle. Okay. Make sure that people who are in your circle are actually cheering for you and not secretly waiting for you to fail, or that are cheering for you and supportive of your vision, because whatever you are manifesting here might not necessarily make sense to a lot of people. Especially if you are
story of my life.
Me too. Black sheep. If you have people in your circle that are lower vibrational, that maybe aren't aligned with you, that maybe are struggling with their own life, and they might be a bit more pessimistic, whereas you have gone through that healing, it is possible that might knock you off your game and kind of pull you back down into that realm, because we're empaths. We absorb that energy, that we can absorb people's, and if we're not totally in tune yet with ourselves, we might take that on as ourselves. And it's really saying to be careful not to take on other people's insecurities, jealousies, judgments, opinions as your own. Instead, find happiness within yourself. And if you have a circle of people that are around you that you trust with celebrating your victories, and that soul tribe is going to make its way into you. And I think as things kind of move quickly, I really feel like you're going to be bringing in a lot of people, or attracting or aligning with more people that are tied in with that vibration. So that's it for me.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Whoa. So I have a story here. Can I tell it, please? So the first card that's come out, we've got the Page of Earth. So it talks about good news on financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, and moving into a new area of study or growth. So, this card talks to me about, finances moving forward in new projects, new ventures, and coming through quite swiftly, quite quickly, because it feels like whatever area of study or growth you've done, this is kind of the fruition of that's sort of coming through and starting to kickstart this new pathway that's opening up. I was just looking at your face.
I love this.
I also have the Knight of Water, which is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. So it talks about falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, invitation to a social event. So, I mean, that can be taken in a number of ways, depending on where you're at. Sorry, I'll show those cards. I've got these cards here. That can be taken as in a number of ways. So it could have tones of romantic relationship and coming together and deepening that bond and connection. Because when you were holding up the Fabio card, can you bring him back? Getting to know each other. The other message that kind of came through when you brought that card up was like reconnecting at a new level. So if it is romantic partnerships or business partnerships, collaborations, it feels like reconnecting at that new level. So it's like getting to know each other over again, over a cup of coffee. I just wanted to throw that in. I don't know why. But it feels like this reconnective, meeting people where they've both evolved to, or that collaborative group, however that speaks to you. Then we have the Queen of Earth. So make time for those around you, take sensible approaches, so that earth, that base, that grounding, deal with challenges in a kind and compassionate manner. So I'll show her there. So the Queen of Earth, she just really wants things to kind of be harmonious, and wants to kind of bring all that in, of going in that new direction, that harmony, that reconnection, the collaboration, the partnerships. It's beautiful, so beautiful. And so know that, through because the message I get with that is you get the inspiration, it has to be grounded. So whether that's in a partnership, work related or romantic or both, sometimes like you need that the both elements of, the higher realms, and then connecting it into this reality. Or as Zara was saying, it could be that connection with your higher self and grounding in that information and locking in that new timeline, which feels very, very successful and very romantic. And of course, the King of Water wants to rock up to the party. He looks a bit like Fabio too. Sorry, I've lost it. So the message here is open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So it feels like that project, that collaboration, whatever it is that your soul is calling you to move forward in that direction of, it's very heart-centered and spaced work, whatever that is. And it's about connecting with those people in your tribe that resonate on that heart vibration level. The image that I'm seeing as I'm talking about, I'm literally seeing a circle and like people coming in and connecting, and they're connecting in their heart chakras, and then this pillar of light just opens up and comes. Sorry, but it feels very enriching. So whether that's in a romantic partnership or a group collaboration, but it's soul tribe, it's soul family, and know that when you feel that, it's safe to open up your heart and allow that heart space to move through the work that's coming through you, or that new pathway. And the final card we have is the Seven of Fire. So defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. As soon as I looked at that card, the first message that came to me was, be selective who you share this information with. This new, I can't make this up. I read that and it was straight away, it was like, be in the resonance of the people that get it and understand, and be selective with who you share that with, because if people aren't ready to understand, they can take it in the wrong way. They can misunderstand, and it can interfere with your creative process, your mental process, your energetic process. There will be a time to share, absolutely. But while it's in its gestation phase, sometimes it's better to protect what is sacred. And so that was the final message that came through. I think we're in sync, Zara.
I like it.
So
I'll be Justin Timberlake.
what was that?
I said I'll be Justin Timberlake. You said we're in sync. Me, the other guys.
Sure. I'll be 4. You be 1. We're multi-dimensional beings. What can I say? I'm going to finish off with this because I felt like I needed to pick it up, and it's the star. And I'm just going to read this passage here. It says, "Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover that you are a shining star. Allow all around you just to be. Let go of trying to control life, for light of your soul is guiding you towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget, you are truly a shining star." Do not forget that this week. Love illuminates all things.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Zara, for being my co-host this week. Thank you all for watching. I hope that resonates and speaks to somebody and where you're at. If you are looking for extra guidance, I will put all the details in the description box below where you can directly connect with Zara at Guidance by Z. She has a range of amazing services where she does intuitive guidance readings. They're absolutely fabulous. So if you feel drawn to her and guided to connect with her, the details will be in the description box below. I'm in a transitional phase, so if you're looking to book a session, please send the details via email. And while I'm in a pause, I will get back to you via email. I'm in a pause because I'm currently creating this Lightworkers Call to Duty program, which will be up and running in a few weeks, which is a very exciting program to take people into being that shining star and getting them to shine brightly and make that transition out of the 3D job and into their soul purpose and mission. So if that's something that's calling you at this stage, you can also contact me. In my details will be in the description box below. If not, mwah, have an amazing week, and we will connect with you soon. Bye.